Today's conversation will be led by Helen K. So I'll leave everything to Helen to introduce the guest for this afternoon.
Thank you very much, Nanaya. And this afternoon, we have been joined in the studio by one of your favorite musicians in the country. Yes, and then we are sure so Bia Bedi Koko, baby boy bullet baby what I say, Bia Minkwana, Mindy Koko. But then we'll be joined in the studio by Wendy Ado. A lot of you know her as Wendy Shay. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Helen in country down. I know a country. Like, have you guys had Helen speak to you before?
Like, okay, where did I?
Interesting. I mean, yeah, we move. Wendy, I want to find out from you how your music career started and what actually influenced you and how it all started for you.
Okay, so I've actually always wanted to be a musician because music runs in my family. So those of you who don't know, actually, my granddad is the late Nana Mpedu, the High Life King, or the King of High Life.
Mm-hmm. He's your granddad?
Yes, he's my father's immediate uncle. So, yeah, very related.
Have you said it anywhere before?
Yes, I have, but I mean, it's... I think my fans who follow me actually know that he is my granddad. So
then we
music
understand.
runs exactly, and I mean from my mother's side, so many musicians. My grandma used to sing in her hometown. So yes, so just to cut the long story short, I actually came into the industry. I think most of you know through Bullet.
Yeah.
But it was actually through my uncle, Honorable Jeff Kuneduado. He introduced me to Media XL CEO, Mr. Kwesi Ernest. So he passed me to Bullet because he is a gospel.
Gospel.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like, okay, I know someone who can handle you, and he gave me to Bullet. So that is how I came into the industry.
Did he not try saying
Did you do what?
No. He heard my vibes. I had some demos, and he listened to it. And he knew I wasn't going to do gospel, so he knew who could handle, me. And
right.
Bullet was the one.
Wendy, you are known for doing different genres, like you more or less blend different genres in your music. We see high life in there, we see dancehall, we see a bit of Afropop. How are you able to put this together, and what do you really seek to achieve with this mixture?
Okay, so basically Afrobeat is made of high life, and it has actually become so big that we have Afropop under Afrobeat.
Right.
We have Afro dancehall.
Yeah.
We even have Afro Amapiano, I call it, because it's quite. We have an Afrobeat Amapiano that is quite different from the South Africans, and so as an Afrobeat Afropop artist. Definitely, there's going to be high life in my song, and then also try to put in European tones, so that it can relate. Those in the Western world can actually relate to my music, and not only Ghanaians or Africans. Yeah.
But does the Ghanaian heritage play any role in the kind of music you do?
Of course. I mean, the mother of Afrobeat is actually high life music, and high life, I'll say, is from Ghana. Obviously. So definitely, I never go without my Ghanaian, heritage or high life music.
So can we categorize the kind of music you do to a particular genre at the moment, or can we say you are just doing a blend and then that's it?
I don't like to put myself in a box, I do everything. But then definitely there should be something that will make people know that I am Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Even if it's just some little tree or, like I said, high life melodies or whatever. Yeah.
But we've also seen that you've collaborated with a lot of artists in this country. We can mention Kwame Eugene, we can mention Sarkodie, we can also mention Shatawale, among others. Before you collaborate with anybody, what do you look out for in the collaborator?
So mostly I go with who would actually fit on my song. It doesn't even necessarily have to be, one of the huge artists. Once I feel like I'm done with a song, I'm like, okay, I can hear this person on the song. Yes, so that's basically my number one go-to, the energy. And yes, basically if I see the person on my song, that's what I look for.
Go for the person. That's good. I mean, when someone is trying to embark on a journey, sometimes they wish to have a fair idea of what they are going into. Coming from a musical background, you had a perception about how the music flows in Ghana. But then now, the things that the industry has been made of, things that, how things flow in the Ghanaian music space. Years back, before wanting to venture into this career of yours, did you have any perception about what you were going to encounter if you were to enter into the Ghanaian music space?
No, I had no idea because, I mean, I grew up in Germany, so it's a different total world
altogether. Yeah.
So I had no perception.
But did you feel it was going to be easy, you flourish easy, everything would just be like you just like go through it?
Okay, so
swiftly?
I was actually also very young when I came into the industry, so
yeah.
I was very naive. I'm not gonna lie about that. I had, you know, when you're young, you think everything is gonna be so rosy and beautiful, but then it's, I mean, unfortunately, it's not like that.
Yes. But embarking on it, how would you describe the feeling? Has it been worth it? Something you do over and over again?
It has been very worthy because it has actually shaped me into the woman that I have become in the industry. Had I been received in another way, I don't think I'll be the Wendy Shay I am today. So every challenge, every milestone actually participated in me becoming, you know, the woman that I am today.
Talking about naivety, right? There are lots of young people out there who want to get into the industry, and you mentioned that you came in at a very young age. What did you think that you hoped you knew about the industry before getting in?
So, wow, a lot.
A lot of them.
A lot, really a lot. Yeah. But I think I wish I knew that it was more of an independent thing than like a collaboration. It actually looked on the outside like, oh, these people are together. But then, I mean, the reality of it is, I mean, it is a very competitive industry. Yeah. It is everywhere, you know, in the entertainment industry, in the business industry. I mean, music is actually also a business, but I mean, in the, how do we go, in the corporate world as well. And so I wish that I knew, I was mentally prepared for, you know, these kind of challenges.
That's just one. You said there were a lot.
Yes, there are a lot. There are a lot, but this is what I can actually like. I can catch on because you know there is no school for fame. Okay. You don't go to school to learn that if you're famous, you're supposed to act like this. You're supposed to do that. And for me, I had to learn on the job.
Okay.
I had so many interviews where I flopped. I mean, it was obvious. But then that actually gave me that stepping stone to work on myself and learn how to be emotionally intelligent and also know how to, you know, communicate and express my feelings without, you know, stepping on other people.
No, there are two categories of people who blow in the industry, right? Those who go through the hardships like Charlie, and then eventually it happens for them. And those who get in, drop one song and it's a banger. Yours looks like the one, actually, someone heard you and introduced to this person.
Right.
Did you wish that you had gone through a period of, you know, a period of, you know, I say you want to give up, you're giving more.
I know.
Did you wish that you had gone through that phase?
I mean, I'm just going to be brutal, truthful. Sometimes I really wished. I tell Bullet this a lot of times. I tell him, like, Bullet, sometimes I really wish I was an underground artist for some time, you know, so that I would have done all my mistakes, you know, behind the scene. And then when the time is due for me to, you know, come into the spotlight, at least I have a lot of experiences. But with me, I had to, like, I fell basically in front of everyone and had to, you know, buck up and stand strong and start running again. So it's all good. But it's all good. It's all good, you know, because I think a lot of people would like to be in my position. Right. I mean, there are a lot of people who will want to blow with just, with a song or really fast and then still work on themselves. So I cannot complain.
Yeah.
Wendy, looking at you, I see a very strong woman. I mean, looking at what you've been through, I remember some time ago I was watching your live when you started with your dread and all that. You've been through a lot. And I'm sure a lot of people are watching right now and they want to understand what gives you so much strength. I mean, looking at all that you've been through, what gives you so much strength? Because you're still standing. People are thinking that you fall, but you're still strong. Where do you get that strength from?
So first of all, I'll say it's by God's grace because I believe in Jesus Christ and hard work and, perseverance. It's only hard work that is going to pay in the end and I'll say faith and hard work because without faith the hard work is going to be you're just going to get a percentage of it. But when you combine hard work with faith, it is, it's massive. So I do that hand in hand. Spirituality kakra na afede oboy juma sa what I say working, recording. Yes, recording, just minding your business and working on yourself, honing and harnessing your talent, working on your craft because I mean I am not special than anybody out there looking at me. What makes me special is my talent or my music. And so I would rather work on my talent and on myself, so that I can get more people to inspire.
Yeah.
Wendy. Now that before you come in, now that you're here, I want to find out, you normally say this, Ghana, wake up. What do you mean by that?
I feel like a lot of people are sleeping, Yes. So it's time to wake up. Like they should wake up and face reality. Yeah. And one thing I've actually realized is that there are a lot of youth who are, yes, yenim say ejuma sem some way or krum hanum say, but I feel like a lot of youth, I have encountered so many people who I think are lazy in this country. There are a lot of youth who are lazy. Wake up and do something for yourself if nobody comes to your aid. Do it by yourself. Start something. Find yourself, find your purpose, find why you are here on earth,
You can find it, but
right.
It's
Sometimes
not
might disagree with you because
It's not
they'll
finding.
feel like, oh, Wendy got it easy, she blew so
I
easy,
know,
so
right?
she think it's that easy. Some
Yeah,
have been
it's
forcing, they've been trying hard, but it's just not working.
It shouldn't even be. It should be wherever you are, you should shine in your corner.
Right,
Yeah.
you brighten the corner. where you
Exactly. Even if it's somewhere small, really just shining. Even if you're a cleaner, shine there. That is what is gonna make gonna bring you the money. Not even necessarily being like, yes, I'm going to be a pilot, or yes, it's good to have those dreams. It's good to say, yes, I want to be an actress or the next, whoever, Beyonce or Nicki Minaj. It's good to have those dreams, but then you should start somewhere. That's what I'm
understand. I understand why Wendy is saying that people should wake up, because just imagine, even if it was served to her on a silver platter, someone would say, "Na emo kra guswa." Imagine, say, she was lazy with the effort that is being channeled to her. But from that side, if you are to wake up, do something for yourself, the moment bigger opportunity come, you are able to curve it into something better.
So if not, you might not even utilize the opportunity you get at the end of the day.
So
Right.
I think I understand. Can we go into the album?
Right, but
side?
before that, I want to speak a bit about her 2019 album "Shay on You," which was released in that year, and there was a mixture of high life again in the dance hall and Afrobeat. Now, I want to know your thought process for that particular album, how you were able to create that album, and then how you were also able to choose the songs that came on that album, because you could have been anyone else, and I know you have a lot of songs. So how did you decide that, okay, I want these ones on this particular album?
Okay, so because it was my first ever album, I felt like I had to put songs that were doing very well out there, so that when someone is listening to my album, it'll be like, oh, I know all these songs. Well, let me purchase it because I actually enjoy all the songs and it's already out there. So most of them were songs that, like I said, were doing amazing and were hits. I had Uber Driver on it, that is Bema Bia Peshe. I had Hasta La Vista, I had Bedroom Commando, I had some, like basically I had all my hits. Yeah, exactly. I felt like it should be hit started, you know, album as my first album. So that was basically the main reason. Yeah.
And I also realized that some of your songs are more or less features female empowerment, self-love. What do you seek to gain with that? Is there anything we don't know? Is it that, you know, some females you think are not accepted, some females you think that the help they need, they don't get? Why is your song surrounded around these topics?
Yes, I feel like, I mean, I speak for everybody, but I know probably trying to say maybe a song like Survivor speaks a lot for women. You know, I'm a woman, and, you know, I will sing in that figure because, yeah, obviously, I'm a woman. And I feel like women have been, you know, we've always been at the back. You know, it's a man's world, someone said. But I feel like we women, we run it, and we don't even know our power.
Right.
So as a woman who is conscious of my womanhood, I feel like I like to inspire other women out there, young women, that they can do whatever they put their minds to. You know, I love the fact that we are like 4 women here in the room.
And only a gentleman.
I know, right? It gives me joy. I love it. I love it when women are, you know, shining. And so I like to just project that hey, women, wake up. We have something so precious that we don't even know.
But then with your songs, even just on the back of this, you know, we've seen Shatawale in there. We've seen a lot of men with your collaborations, but we don't see women. Is it because you have some issues with them? Is it because you women are, you know, united in the music industry?
No. So I have a song with Eno.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done probably like 3 songs back to back. Right. And Sister Fia actually have some recorded songs that are not out yet. Like Efia. Efia is my, you know, my big sister. I also have a couple of songs with her. Like I said, I actually feature people I feel, you know, they fit to this song. Yeah. So it has nothing to do with their personality.
Right.
It just has something to do with the vibe. Are we vibe? Can I vibe with the person in the song? That's he or she fit.
Okay. Before Harriet to come in, let's go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue the conversation with Wendy Shay. We are at the point where we are talking about album. We'll get to her 2022 Enigma album. I can't wait to talk about that. Yeah. So you're still watching Entertainment Review on Metro Television. We're going for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's still Entertainment Review live on Metro Television, and we have the woman herself, Wendy Shay. And in case you missed, don't worry, we are come to talk about the album. If you haven't listened to the album, to by this time, dear, and then I was so Sarah. Before we're going for the break, Harriet is about to ask a question, so we'll pick it from there.
So, Wendy, you were talking about women not knowing their power, and I want to find out if it's the reason why a lot of female artists in Ghana here are not able to stand the test of time. I mean, for some time, we used to have a lot of female artists doing so well. And then for a while now, we hardly hear of them. We hear of you, Jackie, and then sometimes Sister Fia and Eno. But they are not enough. We don't have a lot of female artists doing so well in Ghana here, like the men. Why is it so?
For me personally, I would say that I think that they are trying and doing their best. You know, it's not easy to be in a male-dominated industry. So I would say, first of all, shout out to every woman doing it in this game, because it's not, you know, it's not easy. And I would talk about myself. For me, I would say that I am privileged to have, you know, a good team and a good record label behind me, like Raftown Records.
Yeah.
And, you know, my story in the industry is also quite different. I could say that I'm one of the most bullied artists, and that thing really kept me on my toes to, you know, always prove to myself that I am who I think that I really am. And so with the help of God and like I said, working hard and perseverance and having great people like Bullet behind me, you know, he's been in the game for over 2 decades and, you know, produced amazing talents like Ebony Awenyani Baby Comest. May her soul rest in peace. You know, so with all those experiences, not a time Michi, and he makes me see the realities in the industry. He's opened up so many things for me, you know, the hard truth. And as a woman, I feel like you have to kill that womanhood in yourself to be able to survive in this, you know, male-dominated industry. You know, the men are working hard. So as a woman, you have to work 3 times harder to be seen because it's not easy. 1 week, you even have your menstrual cycle. That alone, crampo is something else, you know? Yeah. And so, like I said, big ups to every woman doing this, Charlie. It's not easy.
But just before we get into your album, I would want to find out if you think Ghanaian women are treated well in this Ghana music industry.
Let me just be honest. The thing is, as women, we, you know, I feel like the masses always had this perception about women, say, oh, body or so wofi, or body or so kitchen. I think that thing is still there a little bit. So, you know, it's sometimes a little bit, you know, you have to push yourself to them more for them to see, say, oh, okay, this girl really means business, you know. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. But then with hard work, honestly, you can still get that same result as a man. Just that, of course, sometimes you are not being treated like fairly. But then if you work hard, you can still amount to the same leverage like the man.
Wendy, if you've gone through phases, people go through phases and they say, oh, when they get into the industry, their first album defined them this way, their second album defined them this way, their third album. So far, let's pick your first, second, third. If each album is to define a particular phase you were in, what would the first one be?
I'll say the first one was more of an introduction of myself in the industry. You know, you in an industry where they said you will not make it, you had to show them that I can make it. I have hits. You know, if it's not even necessarily doing the type of, you know, I would say sound. At that time, that was the sound that was reigning. I have always been this soul and R&B artist. So for me to adapt myself and you know, adjust myself to the sound that was you know, was hitting popular at that time, like Yakotia Sorry and Yubema Biape, those kind of songs that I had to, you know,
align yourself
myself to be able to break through the market, you know. So let's fast forward to the second album, that is Shining Star. I was finding myself, you know, finding my strength, you know, where I can actually work on my flaws, how I can fit into, you know, this new, because the sound was also changing at that time. You know, from that Yakotia Sorry time, you could actually hear Sissy say Afrobeat was getting, you know, big. So I was trying to find myself. So I did something like Sweet Love. You know, I was trying to, I was merging, you know, the Western, you know, to the African vibe. And then Enigma EP. So Enigma EP was, okay, I'm getting the picture clearer.
Okay.
I'm finding who I really am. I'm finding my voice, my vocal dexterity, everything, my, you know, the sound. What sound do I want people to know Wendy Shay for? So that was Enigma, experimenting, exploring my talent.
And if you say experimenting, when you listen to the album, you get a bit of soca.
That is the EP?
The EP, that's Enigma EP, which is 7 tracks.
Yes, 7.
You get a bit of soca, you get a bit of Afrobeat vibes, a bit of dancehall. What exactly was the direction for this particular EP? What did the team, what did yourself want to bring on board? Because bear in mind, it's your emotions,
Yeah.
your personality, is you are putting everything into writing.
Right.
So what was the direction for this particular EP?
So basically, like I said, the direction was I am going to a different dimension. I am understanding the new sound,
Right.
the Afro-pop, the Afrobeat sound. And like I said, Afrobeat is not limited. So you get that soca vibe,
Yeah.
you know, that is the high life mixed with Afro-pop and
Yeah.
R&B and soul. You know, I mixed all of that together. Like I said, I've actually always been a soul R&B artist. So I just brought that side of me, mixed that with the African, you know, vibe and high life tones and all of that. And then I got that sound. And like I said, I've been using more English, you know, because I want to cut across. There are some sounds that cut across.
Yeah.
That
Survivor.
yes, like
Survivor.
Survivor.
Right.
Like
And even
Heaven.
Heaven.
Yes.
Exactly.
I love
Heaven is on the EP,
Yeah.
the seventh song
The
on it.
seventh,
So
yeah.
the sound has changed.
Yeah. And you also changed because the regular Wendy Shay we know, if you start from the main song, the first song,
If you say
and
main song.
that's the first song
On the EP?
yeah, on the EP,
Murder?
Yeah. Then One Man.
One Man is like the number 5.
The number 5.
So
I'm
Habibi.
No,
you
I'm
have-
trying to pick
Okay.
the ones that makes me know it is Wendy
I get
Shay.
it. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
girl.
So
let's go.
like, so One Man, then Heaven. I'm like, oh, this is Wendy Shay. So in as much as your sound is changing, you also changed.
Yeah.
I also changed.
Yeah.
Yes. And because I've also mastered my craft, you know, and I'm still doing it. I haven't arrived yet.
Okay.
You know, even my voice, I had to work on my voice. Definitely, how I used to sing years back is not the same as how I sing now.
Now, yeah.
Yes,
Murder is
But
murder is
even-
very serious.
Right, but
Thank
even
you.
with songs like Survivor and
Yes.
the like, is this something that is personal, or is this something that you're just trying to portray a message to someone out there? What is it really?
So I personally like to create out of my personal experiences.
Okay.
Because that is how best I can, you know, pour out my emotions out. So yeah, Survivor was quite very personal to me. Yeah.
Wow.
one-
And can we
one
even
of-
know, right, how personal, who it was? Because the song is really has a lot to say.
We can really
Well,
relate.
we wish to know.
I mean, it's all
we
gone
all
now.
relate
It's
in
past-
our own
Working
way.
hard to work and relate.
Yes.
One of the times that I respected you a lot was when I saw you play the keyboard.
Oh.
and sing
Yeah.
along.
Yeah.
Not so many people. I mean, for you to be musically inclined, and not just about entering the booth and going to sing anything that is given to you, but for you to be able to add the playing of the keyboard,
Thank you.
has like the growth for you. It's been 19 to this age. In the coming years, you've changed a certain perception. For me, you have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
With the music bits, because if the music, you don't know the music, you just enter booth, go and sing anything and go away.
Thank you.
And you're able to sing with that vocal, you know, like you said, the dexterity of it.
Thank you.
Moving on, how do you plan to, you know, continue on that level or even go
A
higher?
bit higher.
Like I said, always. So there, I have this value or this mantra. I always say that I should never go to bed without learning anything new. That is something that I personally like to do. You know, always to learn something new from my craft. Exactly. So that is how I'm going to stay.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay on
Yeah.
top.
Have you been appreciated enough? Do you think the industry has appreciated you as an artist?
Honestly, I cannot complain because, like you guys already said, I had some things come to me very easily. So, in my position, I cannot complain.
Yeah.
I'm
but
grateful.
you are enjoying every bit of the journey.
Every
the experience.
every bit of it, and I am actually very, very, very grateful to God for this
Would
this
you do
journey.
this again? In your next life, if you come to Ghana again, would you do music again?
I have to think about that.
But I'm sure the lessons and the bad times.
No, I mean I don't even know if I would like to come back to this
Alright.
world.
Not
It
in,
has-
wait, we know we are not a third world country, but not in Africa. Not in Africa.
Especially Ghana.
I'm sure all the experiences
but
have
it really
helped in
shocked
one
me
way
because
or
you
the
know,
other.
growing up in Germany, I thought, okay, you know, I faced
was
some a little
Yeah.
bit, you know, I faced a little bit of racism, but
Okay.
then. Lo and behold, I came to my own country and it was worse.
Worse.
It was
So, yeah. What?
But I'm sure it has all shaped you in one
No,
way or the
definitely,
other,
definitely. I am. I am grateful. I shout outs to my haters. You know, you all make me.
Big shout out.
Wendy, it's been great having you.
Great.
Having
And
this
we wish we
together.
could
Yeah.
have extended it,
Right,
but then
right.
we wish to have you anytime, any day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Coming
thank you,
through.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy yourself?
I did.
Yeah.
The way
Yeah,
I
I can
usually I Jay-Z bullet himself like where's Wendy? I just me texting her actually where's Wendy Shay coming? But Yawa says
It's
okay,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're coming and so good.
Thank you
We're
guys.
happy
I mean, I wouldn't have made it without you all, so I really appreciate you guys.
appreciate you
Thank
too.
you for playing my songs.
And we love Survivor. Yeah.
Is this
I think
For
it's
me,
your
my
personal
favorite song is the one with
favorite.
Kelvin Boy.
Although,
Yes, although.
That's like my all-time
Yeah,
favorite.
okay.
Especially when it came after that whole video thing, and I was like, okay, yeah.
Mine
Although
is
is nice,
heavy.
yeah.
Hey.
Although is heavy.
There is no
I
beer.
know,
But
right?
heavy is nice, so.
Guys, thank
Wendy.
you for
Right.
having us in your home. Tomorrow we'll be back. My name is Nanaya Tanobwache, and I did this with
Harriet Addy, yeah.
Helen Anyoweja,
Right,
aka
you can call
Helen
me
K,
K.
and Desmond
Discipline in the
Okweku.
Star
I didn't
Boy.
ask if you had
Actually,
any birthday.
birthday message, but
Oh,
That time-
yeah,
time is
our
gone.
time is out.
Time is up.
Time is
Time is
out.
up.
Enjoy the rest of the
And it's
program.
not our
We'll see
fault
you-
that time is
Yes,
up.
we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.